the first videos that I ever did were not widely released. It was really just me testing my camera, testing my talking, just seeing what was up with things. So I'm going to show you a video from before I had ever released any actual videos, and you can kind of get a little sense. Now there's some, I believe it's copyrighted music, so I have to turn the volume down real quick after I'm done talking, but just an example. See if the audio works.
And he hated you.
No, it doesn't work. Does it? Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Again, as a Jew, what scares me more? A guy in Florida in a van, or a political party that's talking about socialism and hiding their anti-Semitism?
So, just some very basic videos of me kind of talking about politics. Some of the ways that the Young Turks and other leftists have really kind of enabled the far right. And really none of it had anything to do with China. It was just me thinking about the fake left and kind of why they're this weird way that really kind of enables the far right. And during that time, I was basically just waiting to start school. This is in 2018. I had resigned my position as a CTO at a VFX company, and I had decided I'm going to learn Mandarin once and for all. And in the meantime, a video came out from Dolce and Gabbana that was an advertisement for a runway show that they had coming up in Shanghai. And the ad that they went with was very, very weird. It was this ad of this Chinese lady, and she was trying to eat Italian foods, but she was using chopsticks. And the whole time that she's doing it, they made her look really stupid. And they had a guy talking over her and kind of talking her down, being overly sort of sexual and making her seem like she's not sophisticated enough to appreciate Italian food. So at the time, it was really annoying to me, and it just typified how a lot of the West can just get away with whatever they want when they talk about China, and nobody really calls them on it. It's crazy. So I made a video about that with my girlfriend. It took us 3 days straight. At that time, I was waiting to get into school, so I had more time. And when I say 3 days, I mean all day, all night. And we did a frame-by-frame copy of their video. And it was a parody. The parody was meant to highlight the hypocrisy and the way that people can just portray China and Chinese people however they want, and nobody seems to get on them about it.
Chinese 包子. Welcome to the Dolce
So
and Gabbana.
I did 2 versions of this, one in English, one in Chinese. And we posted it on my girlfriend's Weibo, because I didn't really use social media. I'm not really a social media kind of guy.
Bad show.
Here's just a little clip of it.
Episode 1.
So you can see I'm
We are gonna show you
mocking her.
how to use these weird shaped metal things to eat our magnificent Chinese 包子.
And it's just inverted, right? So I'm using a fork and knife and I'm trying to eat Chinese food, but I'm too unsophisticated and stupid to figure out how to do it. Meanwhile, my girlfriend is talking over me and making me seem, even more dumb.
You grab both of them with one hand and use them like chopsticks to pick up the 包子. No,
So you can
no,
see
not
I
like
can't pick
that.
things up. I'm trying to use
that's right.
a fork and
Just
knife
press
as
the knife
as
deep
chopsticks.
into the 包子and
Pretty
bring it
funny.
up to your lips.
This was a lot harder than it would be now. Like now I could make this type of video pretty quickly because I've gotten a lot better at editing. But at that time it was very hard for us to figure out how to do all this stuff. Oh, sorry. I have it on the wrong thing. Sorry, let me do it again.
Gently thrust the knife deep into
So here I am trying to eat baozi with a knife.
Oh, don't let the juices spill out. 太伟大了.
So we examined the script that they had, that they were talking about, and we really made one that was very close. It was a series of 3 videos, so I had to do 3 as well.
Eat with fork and knife, episode 2. Today we're gonna eat traditional Chinese dessert soup.
So here I am trying to eat soup with a knife. So this video was, you know, it really kind of captured the feeling of how I was back then. A little bit more lighthearted. I hadn't really dived into the politics of everything at that time. I was just really thinking about how annoying it was, just the way that China was being represented, as I said. So this video got about 20 million views in the first day, and then by the time it was finally, you know, the wave was over, it got about 100 million views here in China, and then it was on a bunch of news articles and everything. And to this day, actually, I'll meet people who say like, oh yeah, I saw your videos, whatever, and then I'll mention this video and they'll go, oh, that was you, oh, and they kind of don't really connect the two. So yeah, this was the first real video that I released about China, I guess you could say. And one thing to note about this is that this was released in November 2018. This China flag tattoo here, oops, just comes by real quick. I had already had that for years by the time I made this video, so keep that in mind. As well as my Hey Bai Wuchang tattoos. So in order to make this video, what we did basically is we had this table. This is my apartment. We angled this table in a weird way so that the background would look, you know, pretty good. And we had a camera on a tripod, and then I have an iPad to my left. And what I'm doing is I'm watching their video and then just sort of copying it and exaggerating it, obviously, like this. This screenshot is pretty funny. And I had a good time back then because, I don't know, to me, it just kind of seemed like a little bit less serious. I mean, this is kind of before, in my eyes at least, kind of before everything got much, much worse when it comes to relations between the West and China. At least, you know, maybe I just hadn't researched it, but in my eyes, I was quite a bit more easygoing about things. So it was fun making this video when it was done. It wasn't fun making it when we were doing it. It was actually quite stressful. We had a good time, you know, in the funny scenes where I was being a little joker like here and everything, but it was really tough for us to do English subtitles, Chinese subtitles, different, you know, different lighting and filming and matching up the frame rates. And I was teaching myself how to edit, and, you know, it was just a lot of work, to be honest with you. So that's the first real video that I did about China. Looking back on it now, I guess I would say it doesn't really fit my channel very well because it's quite a bit more goofy than my attitude is towards the China landscape these days. But I still do enjoy, you know, watching it sometimes. It's kind of funny. And we actually did a follow-up video that was did I release it on YouTube? No, I guess not. I did a follow-up video that was kind of like a funny making of with some behind the scenes and me cracking up and everything. But you know, the thing is, I think that people understood that it wasn't just a parody and it wasn't just funny, that there was something deeper that I was saying, and hopefully people caught on to that.